Back at female dating strategies. And this one, I just wanted to explore this a little bit. This is a meme that says, "You're single until there's a ring." And here is the post here with the title "Energy Forever," and it has a girl saying, or no, a guy saying, "You be acting single, laugh out loud." She says, "I am. Cuff me or shut the F up." And then it has, "Cuff me or shut the F up. Mood and energy forever, laugh out loud." Okay, now let's just take this already, and just for anyone that wonders why a man prefers to stay single in this day and age, if anyone wonders, why haven't you found a woman and started a family and all that, if anyone wonders that, just understand that this is her mood and energy forever. And yes, we know that now. We're not surprised by this anymore. The cat's out of the bag in this sense. And so here's where, again, I like to be logical about stuff like this. So if you have a counter argument and you can present facts and reason to it, I will happily listen and then, challenge my own thought process and see what comes out ahead. I'm constantly going to do this as long as you can present reason and facts. So can we agree, and again, if you disagree, just, let me know why. Can we agree that to a man and a woman in this day and age, right, marriage is the goal that a woman wants, right? That's going to benefit a woman in this day and age far more than a man, and we know that women typically, in almost every case, will always go for a man that's higher than her in some way, that will elevate her status in some way. So, in that sense, right, the woman is going to win by a lifelong commitment like marriage. I think we can all agree on that, right? That would be the end goal. Women think about growing up and getting married and having the big, beautiful wedding. Men don't typically think like that as much. So, between a man and a woman, who's going to be more eager to get married? That's going to be the woman, because, again, women are in charge of sex. They're in charge of who they sleep with, who they reproduce with, but men are in charge of who they commit to and who they're going to provide their long-term security and providership for. All right, I think we can agree on that. Is that right? Now, if that's the case, right, if you disagree, that's fine. We can hammer that out first. But if that's the case, if we're all on the same page here, then men and women can agree that marriage is the prize to women far more than men, then can't we just relate how the dating world should be? If a woman is dating to get married, that she should be on a job interview trying her best to talk her potential suitor into committing to her. Like, she should be trying the entire dating process every time she's with a man. If you think logically, if we can agree, right, that marriage is the prize for women, that she should then, if she's dating, put her best foot forward, have her best traits always out there, because she is having this job interview, and the guy eventually is going to either hire her, boom, propose to her, or say, no, sorry, there's a better suitor for this job. Again, if we can all agree that marriage is the prize for women, I think that makes sense. So I think that that's what women used to do. That is a big disconnect. That's what women used to do because it was kind of understood, right? So she would at least be on her best behavior, really try to court a man, try to really please a man, and then he would in turn then propose to her and all that. There was kind of that unwritten rule that went on. So am I crazy to believe that when this is the energy of most women, it really is that, hey, cuff me or shut the F up. This is my mood and energy forever. This is what a lot of women feel because, again, they can sleep around, so they feel that they have all these options. However, the prize, the marriage prize, that would be their end goal, the man is in charge of. So they're going around with the attitude that they have all the power, not realizing that if the end goal is marriage for them, then they don't have all the power. The man does, and they should be on their best behavior, not acting like this. You be acting single, laugh aloud. I am, cuff me or shut the F up. That is her, that's what she's bringing to the job interview. If any person, man or woman, went into a job interview and basically said, hey, hire me or shut the F up, and that was their mood and energy forever, would they ever get hired? Nope. And then if someone right here, and if someone disagrees and says, well, marriage isn't the prize for women, a man should be lucky to marry a woman. Well, if that's truly the case, then men walking away that are just saying like, okay, cool, I'm done, I'm not going to get married, I'm just, that's completely out of the picture. Then women shouldn't have any problem with that. And if that was the case, then I think we'd be fine. But that's not the case. We know that the prize for women is marriage because it's going to benefit them. They're not going to choose a man that won't benefit them to get married to. So, I guess we just our society could just welcome, no one getting married, I guess. See if women still like that idea when it comes down to it, when there's literally no men left that are willing to get married. If you have to instruct someone to cuff you, you're already losing. Comes across as desperate energy to me. That's actually true. I agree with her. If you have to instruct someone to cuff you, if a woman has to basically say, hey, cuff me or whatever, that is desperate energy. It definitely is. So I will actually agree with that. I will give a woman respect when she has a good idea. Yeah, I wouldn't have replied to him like this. That's not the soft but boss feminine energy to connect with a man's heart. Yeah, I'll agree with that too. Exactly. That's just hard, gross energy, man. I don't. Any man that's willing to put up with that, I guess, deserves what he's getting, because that's just, how can you put up with that energy? So far, all right, female dating strategy. So far, I'm agreeing with the comments. Laugh out loud. You can only have soft feminine energy to connect with a man. Oh boy. I know what my opinion is on that. Let's see what. And to me, yes, I believe. No. You can have whatever energy you want. It's just, if you want to actually be successful with men, then soft feminine energy is the best energy. That's how you get a man to do anything. Women don't even know their best secret power that they have. They just don't use it. They're too stubborn to use it. My issue with her response is that if she is having to negotiate being engaged to him, he likely doesn't want an engagement and she should dip out, not try to convince him to marry her. Okay, fine. Again, that's fine. But if you take the job analogy interview, that's like walking into every job and going, well, if you don't want me, I shouldn't need to work for you. I shouldn't need to put any best, foot forward. I shouldn't even need to dress up for this interview. If you don't want me, bye, I'm out. And again, if you have the skills, if you have all of that value that you can bring to a job where you're able to have that attitude, then you'll do very well if your skills are that specialized, if your skills are that sought after. But I think the question that myself and a lot of other men are asking is, if you have that energy, what skills are you so specialized in that you expect a bunch of companies to fight for your talent? Can you cook? Can you clean? Can you be nurturing? Do you have good characteristics of being a loyal wife? Do you have good characteristics of being a loving mother? Do you have these things? Are you able to appreciate and compliment a man to get him to work harder and to aspire to greater heights? Are you able to support him, or just are you able to scold him? See, that's the questions that women aren't asking themselves, and that's what smart men are asking. If you want to have that attitude like, yeah, you better worship me type, well, what do you bring to the table that is willing to be worshipped? Because don't forget, there's a lot of other women out there that are competing after marriage as well. And if you have nothing to bring to the table, then men are more waking up to, they're not just going to settle for some ungrateful woman. It just doesn't cut it anymore. Guys are waking up. You get screwed over too easily and often, that if you're going to commit to something so serious as marriage where you can be screwed, she better be a unicorn in our sense, right? And so these women are walking around acting like, hey, every man should worship her. It's like, no, men are more walking around now going, hey, if you're not a unicorn, I'm not even going to think twice. And if you're a unicorn, I'm going to be extremely skeptical because I haven't seen one of those before. But no, I talk to my husband like a grown-up, and make energy is always feminine because I'm mother effing woman. I don't what? The idea that you need soft feminine energy to connect with a man is the same idea that they aren't fully formed adults and need someone to be docile to feel secure with themselves. I think she's trying to give men a little credit there, but I don't agree with her. I just think that she probably runs a relationship with her man, and that will be another divorce. Eventually will happen where that guy will get screwed over because she's going to keep trying to dominate him. Then she'll be turned off by him. That may be true, but if you feel the need to be soft to connect with a man, I can tell you right now he's a child and not a high-value male. See, look at that. How do we even know what women talk about with high-value men or low-value men? They all have their own definitions. They all have their own definitions of that. Yeah, you don't need to talk to them like a child, but being soft is different. Women just don't understand their superpower of that softness, that feminine softness that every man is attracted to. That flower-like tendency. That classy, supportive, ideal woman. That type of idea. They just don't know how to connect to that anymore. It's been brainwashed out of them. Ooh, I like this. Oh, someone labeled her as a pick-Misha. I like this one. What if a man says he's single till he's wifed me? Or till she's wifed him or something. Alright, I don't know. Okay, I'm done here, man. I've talked about what I wanted to talk about here. What do you guys think about this? What is this energy in any way attractive to you? Like, does that make sense, right? Do you agree that marriage is a prize for women? So if it's a prize, they should be going into the whole dating and courting process of in a job interview, putting their best foot forward. All right, let me know what you guys think.